A missing medallion? Alright. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna say the flippers are gonna be hard to find.
Oh, those pesky flippers.
Alright. Oh, we're getting started here. I missed the uncle message.
He's just leaving forever. We'll never see him again.
Alright. And here we go with the item. It's a hammer star. Very nice weapon. That does tempered sword damage, so all these guards will be one shot.
And no ammo. Just use it as much as you want. And some free bombs to boot.
Nice, so they don't even have to grind.
Well, things are starting off well.
Yeah, they're starting pretty well. Alright, they're going to be heading to the back of the escape here. And hello, Shovel. Do you feel like your fetch quests?
I mean, it's a little early for that, but I mean, it's something to do later.
And 20 rubies there.
Well, I mean, other than the hammer star, nothing terribly exciting in Escape so far.
And that's a full magic game for Freddeh. And it looks like they got the small key. Alright, so both runners are now leaving the dungeon. Alright, so now we're into the backup escape. Alright, past the snake room. And there's 100 rupees there, so they already have their merchant money. Going through the sewers now. Time for the final boss here, just that one little rat.
Is that the final boss? I always thought it was Ganon.
It's the final boss if you have to deal with bomb starts, because it's so tricky to hit.
I found just kind of immediately throwing a bomb to the left when you enter the room is good, but...
And we get big 20. A bomb booster, and unfortunately I missed the middle chest.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
I'm sure chat will that's just up on anything we've missed. Oh, it's a shield! Of course it is!
I mean, that would make sense, given they have a shield now.
And there's the map.
Cfalcon not even bothering to pick it up.
Well, he checked his menu, so he knows.
Not worth the time. Interestingly, Freddie's opting to head south instead of going to Kakariko immediately.
Yeah, wants to do the South Shore loop. Which is a fine play all on its own. It may pay off for him, even. And that was an 8 bomb for the poultry there.
Shame they already had bombs, but that's certainly helpful.
And arrows from the bull crab. Or the bush crab.
Well, Lumberjack's nothing interesting.
Nope.
And Freddie finds a sword.
Very nice.
Very convenient finding that before Mini Moldorm Cave, especially when he's only got 2 bombs left.
Looks
I mean,
like,
Hammer does the
mushroom or
job, but
something.
the hitbox is a little weird.
And I missed the item that was in the Thieves' Hut.
Looks to be mushroom.
Huh? Yes, very nice side there from Drosy, our tracker rather. You're a little confused here. Jazz him. 5 arrow booster. Heart container. Piece of heart. And another heart container at least. I did not get the 4th item.
You got gloves.
Oh, you got gloves. Wow, very nice. Fine.
Oh,
You got
Cfalcon
another sword.
getting a sword as well. Runners are going to have master before they're done checking basic stuff.
That's not a good thing.
Or is it?
Well, it depends if you like Aga 1 plays or not. I don't. Not this early on, at least. Alright, SRK, what do you got for us? I did not catch it.
Didn't seem too important.
Nope. Piece of heart there in the well. Maybe this one was behind there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm usually really good at this. Just some money as well for Cfalcon. Oh, there's a hookshot of merchant.
Hook shot's good.
Oh, we found the Boom Pearl? Must be on Cfalcon's end. Big 28 chicken house.
Freddie's gonna be heading through Kakariko backwards here.
A south north or play something I do sometimes. No Moon Pearl. Oh, was that Mirror? I think it was Mirror Library.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Seems to be Mirror. Gotta find them boots then.
Yeah, we gotta find those boots. Checking out, this was just 20 rupees.
That shovel just a big old waste of time.
Freddie now with his hook shot, most likely.
About to find his Master Sword. Or was that it? I think that was in Blind's Hut. Never mind.
Blind's Hut.
I mean, I'm right regardless, but just a little early.
Yeah. No big deal.
Of course, same could be said about Cfalcon.
Alright, Cfalcon to drain the dam. We'll be getting his Master Sword in a moment.
So knowing what we know now, where do you think the runners are heading after this?
If I were them at this current stage, I would finish checking what I think is, I believe it's called Sphere 1 locations. I go to Sarasla, Hala, and dip Eastern.
I don't know. Gloves and hookshot makes Death Mountain feel very rewarding, despite no lamp, but
yeah, you can do that as
we'll
well. It is generally a sequence rig. I was going for the on-logic play.
I mean, it could just mean that lamp is somewhere in Eastern. So, who knows, really?
Well, if it's lamp in Eastern, then we have Aga on the table. Alright, here we go. Ice Rock Cave. Check for Cfalcon. He already knew what it was, though. Freddie now knows the lumberjack item is not worth getting. Yeah, it is definitely way too early to call the seed. Anything can happen.
Cfalcon picking up the map he forgot. Just can't help opening that chest.
I know, it's just there nagging you constantly.
Although, yeah, looks like they're both heading to Death Mountain.
Yeah, this...
I mean, with Eastern... Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, with either Eastern being a pendant, it's not that exciting an option, so I don't blame them.
We must have had a map check at some point, and I completely missed it.
I believe Freddie had a map check as soon as he left the house. I didn't quite catch what it was, but Tracker says Eastern's a pendant. I gotta believe it.
Alright, so here we go with Paradise Gate for Freddie. Piece of art and money in the lower chests. There's our map check. Both of them are crystals. And we have specifically blue pendant in Eastern. Lots of money, a blue boomerang in the upper half of Paradox. Heart piece.
Heart. And some more money.
Yep. And Uncle Bones on Spectacle Rock. I did miss that as well. Thank you, chat. So now it's off the Hera, most likely, to dip in there. We can't full clear it if there's an item in the basement. So hopefully the key's locked down there. Or the map or the compass.
Yeah, the big key's down there. Can't even do Hera right now. Nothing on Floating Island.
Nope.
Freddie's running pretty low on health. Gotta be a little careful here.
Oh, there's the small key. And that was on the big key. Or is it? Freddie's leaving Hera on foot.
And without a fire source, can't really do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess at this point, I'm gonna check Spiral Cave and then make his way over to Eastern.
That makes sense. It's a slow walk here, but just get out of the way while you're on the mountain. Min-max your item checks. Smart play. And Spiral Cave has... I could not tell, it was blurry on my end. Oh my goodness, the Moon Pearl. Okay, so we have Dark World access, but we now know that the lamp or the flute has to be somewhere in the Light World. So it's relatively close by. It has to be over at Sarasala, or it could be at Agina. One of the two.
Yeah, as tempting as Hype Cave is, and I don't blame Freddie for checking it, the chance of finding flute in so few places is pretty tempting.
And with that, Aga's well and truly dead. So, those wanting an Agasteed, rip.
There's always Pedestal.
Oh, hello!
Well, there's the cane.
expensive money. Sounds like a heart.
A shield and blue mail.
Nice. Fire shield. There's our map check.
Not
Skullwoods is Palace of Darkness. Our green, our two pendants, green being a Palace of Darkness. Our 5-6. Thieves Town. Misery Mire.
It's not a bad setup.
Not a bad setup at all. We do need to get that pesky ice rod. And by virtue of the fact that we need mirror for swamp, that boots are required. Granted, these runners would want boots anyway, but still.
Poor Stumpy doesn't have a lot of money to give these days.
Yeah, just a single rupee this time. Looks like digging game is on Freddy's mind. We'll do that real quick.
Well, that didn't take many digs.
Ah, no love for the single arrow.
Rude.
At least he saw it. I would consider that accounting as him picking it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough. He was blessed with its presence. Heading on over to Village of Outcasts straight away.
Yeah, and Cfalcon does pick up that single arrow. He knows that it needs love. And both these runners aren't been ignoring Easter Palace. They know the flute or lamp is a high chance of being over in that region.
It's possible they're just assuming it's the lamp.
Makes sense. If it's Fluto, they're missing out on a lot of good travel time that they could have had this early on. And we are now in Skull Woods for Freddy.
Oh, fake powder incoming on Cfalcon's side.
Sounds like a plan to me. Although it will take a little while to burn it all with that Canis and Maria.
Oh, and he gets silver arrows for it?
Very nice!
Yo, if powder doesn't show up, that could be huge.
Yeah, that could be a very nice thing to find.
Just a heart and Skullwood so far.
Yep. And there's Smokey there for Freddy.
Well, just one item in Skull Woods, looks like, so, gonna have to leave for now.
Yeah, the other item must be fire red locked. Unfortunate, but hey, you did pen. You did that. Yeah, I'm tripping onward. Sorry, it's a pendant, and so it's not gonna be too much of a time waste. Let's go.
Yeah, not a ton of incentive to go finish that anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's also good, decent value. Just to loot around the first half. It's a glorified cave, if I recall right.
I mean, pretty much.
And looks like chess game is only 20 rupees. Meh.
See, I think there's just money in Village of Outcast at large.
Why is a great thief, you know, just leaving all this money around his base of operations?
Ah, but what's inside?
Not even inside, he's just leaving it scattered around in random houses. Magic powder right there, so magic powder not that important anymore. There we go, big key. Compass for Cfalcon. And we have an arrow booster here.
Yo, he got Titan's Mitt.
Heck. French vanilla Titan's mitts. I'll settle for that. Heck yeah. Cfalcon checking C house. I wonder
I think I see what you did there.
Well, that's the name of the location. It just happened to work as a FUD. I'll roll with it. Sure, let's go.
No, I'm all right with it. Don't worry about me.
That way, bodying Freddeh just a little bit.
Not a fun room.
Chet's got my back on that one. Thank you.
It's interesting how, so far, both runners are effectively doing the same things.
Yeah, it's almost...
It's almost like very minor differences so far.
Yeah, just minor details here and there that are just gonna compound at the end game, I feel. This is really good. I think this is gonna be a really close race. I can feel it. And there is the Titus Mr. Cfalcon.
I mean, this is a real good time to find them. There's a lot of stuff you can use them with right here in Village of Outcast.
And no small key, which means the small key is locked on the big chest, so no need to use the hammer here. And by that technicality, the hammer is Blind is technically hammer locked.
I mean, they started with hammer, so doesn't really matter that much, I suppose, but
They do expect you to be able to get all the keys. Even if you don't need them.
well, no, but they started with hammer, so
There's just
no
saying,
way they couldn't have hammer.
well, in the event they didn't have hammer, it would take into consideration that 5-6 could not have the hammer. Because Blind does have a red crystal. Oh, we missed the bow? We're... ah! Wow, I am really off my game tonight, jeez.
Oof. The seed is full of surprises for all of us.
Indeed. Commentators are bow locked.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And hammer pegs contains Big 20.
Exciting.
And a stay equipped from Freddeh. Let's see where he goes next.
I don't know, with bow, Eastern sounds very tempting now.
Yeah, we'll finally see if the lamp or the flute was over here. How much of a time save would that be? Oh, there's the bow. It was in the maiden. Blind had the bow. How does that work?
He's hogging the Titan's mitts and the bow, because he's just a greedy thief.
No. How does a blind person shoot a bow?
Listen, don't think about it. It's not important.
Let's use their hearing or something. I don't know. All right, so Terraswell has a piece of heart, the Quake Medallion, and another heart container.
I mean, Quake might be important, but not so much right now.
Yeah, Quake is more or less a glorified key. It's not really that useful otherwise.
You can kill dead rocks. I think that makes it pretty useful.
It can't even kill dead rocks, it just turns them into slimes.
I mean, but it allows you to kill dead rocks.
Fair enough. And there's the kill for Blind on Cfalcon's end. And we are entering Eastern Palace for Freddeh.
Nice and early big key.
Very nice, fine. Alright, Steve Falcon's about to be checking hammer plagues here. And just some money for Freddeh.
Well, there's one more chest that can be the lamp or flute. Well, two, right, because we got the big key.
Actually, given how early gloves were, it could also be on Zora. Just need to grind the money for it.
That's true, too.
Very nice quick kill in the Staphos room.
Sword beams finally proving useful.
Wait.
Didn't seem to be here. But, it's continuing on anyway. Might as well at this point, I suppose.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, this point it's either Agino or Zora that has the lamp or the flute.
Not that I blame him, but it's interesting how Cfalcon is trailing right behind Freddeh again. Just continuing the trend of both runners doing the same things.
Yeah, it's almost like they were twins or something. But they're not.
Separated at birth?
I don't know. Looks like Freddie's gonna continue on through Eastern Palace here.
I mean, if I counted my items right, Armos does have one.
Looks like both fronters are going to be going through Eastern Palace here. Freddie through the dark rooms.
Yeah, without a lamp, those dark rooms can be pretty rough, though Blue Mail certainly helps quite a bit. Since those enemies don't really do a ton of damage. Actually, I just noticed they have 11 hearts already. It's a pretty healthy seed, all things considered.
11 hearts, blue mail. That makes... They must be feeling pretty safe, especially with a fire shield as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of fireballs in this game.
Oh. There goes down the Igors for Freddie. Got a few more ammunition, bits of ammo before we fight the Armos Knights.
I mean, he's got 50. I think he's fine.
Oh, yeah. And I did not see what Armos Knights dropped.
It was the fire rod.
Fire rod. Well, that's a...
So,
Well, that certainly heats things up a bit. It's not our lamp, but it's not our mountain axes, but it is a fire source for Hera. Yeah, where is that lamp?
I mean, pretty much just two places left.
Indeed.
Well, unless the flute shows up, in which case lamp could be many places at this point.
Yeah. And yeah, required pendant dungeon. Not even for the green pendant, even. Version 29 in a nutshell, everyone.
I think Freddie's taking his 500 rupees straight to Zora.
I mean, there's no reason not to. You could also chuck in the
mushroom on the way, yeah. Certainly not going to be useful for fake powdering when you already have the real powder.
Indeed, indeed. And I did not catch it.
It was the lamp. Where was Mushroom again?
The mushroom was in the forest! We've had access to that the whole time!
Oh, of course.
Alright. That just solves all the logic we've had of the seeds thus far.
Freddie opting to save his money and head straight to Hera.
Someone was asking why know about heading to Zora. With the flippers, it turns from checking just Zora to checking both chests and waterfall cave, Zora, and the Zora ledge. And being able to get all 4 items. So in that regard, it makes perfect sense why you skip Zora.
That said, Falcon's gonna be fake flippering his way to Zora. And he can get the Waterfall Cave with the Moon Pearl using this glitch here.
Indeed, water walking. Has to leave and re-enter to set up the fact that the trick that gave him to think he's standing.
Of note, he also didn't finish Eastern.
Yeah, so he has no fire source. So he's gonna start falling behind a little bit here, but who knows, maybe he'll find something to help him catch up even more so. Meanwhile, Super Bunny being checked by Freddeh.
I mean, with as many places that have opened up, Freddeh is less likely to go and check Magic Bat. So for now, Falcon has the... Oh, no.
Boots on Zora Ledge.
Oh, no. Gotta find those flippers. That just stopped what I was saying in my tracks. No, he's less likely to go check Magic Bat. With all these places open up, I feel.
So boots are flipper locked. Where are our flippers? And we are seeing a Turtle Rock check. I missed it completely. And there's the lamp for Cfalcon. And red mail for Freddeh. And just some more money.
I mean, wouldn't say no to red mail.
Alright, so it looks like Freddeh is going to be heading back up the mountain. May have the idea to finish Hera while he's up here.
Not a bad idea. Just get it out of the way now. Seems like Falcon has the same idea using his lamp now.
Yeah, both are going up here to check. I think Cfalcon is going to check the Dark World first. Or the Dark World second. And then save quit. And thank you, chat, for reconfirming for us. Quake is our medallion requirement for Turtle Rock.
Well, it's already something we got.
Yeah, now we need to find that flute so we can figure out what Misery Mire is, and then we should be golden in terms of knowing what we need for go mode. And both runners taking a little coffee break. At least Cfalcon is. I can't tell if Freddeh is on it yet. Yep, there it is.
It's always nice in the middle of a race to have a moment to just sit and think.
Take a little sip of coffee.
No mirror means you gotta walk all the way back.
Or Death Warp.
Well, that's a little easier in Freddie's case.
I think it's a little easier in Cfalcon's case. He's got blue mail instead of red.
Yeah, but Freddie's got one heart.
Yeah,
Cfalcon has almost full.
I think Freddeh took intentional damage from the tiles, which set him up for it. Bofur is now making their send up the Tower Hera.
Just bombs so far.
Yep. And 300 rupees. So we got both items out. Now it's just time to kill them off. Or Molder. Why did I say them off?
I'm pretty sure Mothula's not here. Unless this is an Randomizer suddenly.
Oh, I am definitely having an off day.
Which would be odd considering everything's been vanilla thus far.
Yeah, exactly. Hey.
Admittedly, I'd rather see Moth here than Trolldorm, but hey.
Where are the arrows? Magic Bat! Cfalcon did fake powder to get them. Freddeh has yet to check that location. And we have Trolldorm taking the victim. Freddeh falling. Cfalcon, meanwhile, gets the crystal.
The question for Cfalcon is where's he heading next? Well, I mean, after Dark Death Mountain.
Palace of Darkness? You guys, everything needs to full clear it.
Yeah, I could see that.
And maybe now with Lamp, that if he finds Mirror there, he'll be... No, Mirror's on... We have a Boots locked Mirror and a Flipper locked... Boots.
Yeah, this is an item chain.
Do you like your fetch quest? I don't like my fetch quest.
Well, Cfalcon's taking the moment to open up Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
He can get a chest in there if he wants to.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a little bit ways off. Oh gods, what could even be at pedestal at this point?
Flippers.
Ironically, yes. That could be our on pedestal. What a chain that would be.
Yeah, they have everything they need to get the pendants at this point. Or at least Freddeh does. Freddeh is actually going to go check that chest. Well, he can check a few more with Fire Rod.
Yeah, he can go all the way to Laser Bridge.
I guess that's more than a few more.
Okay, you got a small key.
Yeah, this could pay off huge or just be kind of a waste of time at this point.
Well, I mean, if there's the forced double dip, then he's got it done. So there is that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's a forced double dip, sure, he's got a huge advantage, but if it's not...
It's only a minor time loss.
I mean, the entire length of Turtle Rock, but...
And he can take a few shortcuts when he goes back through here to finish it off for Go Mode. I mean, unless Trinex himself has progression, he can leave Trinex for last.
Cfalcon does look to be heading over to Pod.
Yep, that looks to be the case. Change out room. I missed it.
Just an arrow capacity.
Yeah, now we're gonna be seeing Kiki the monkey there.
What a nice, helpful monkey.
Yeah, nice little monkey that takes 110 of your rubies.
I mean, niceness isn't cheap.
Should be. Okay, we are bowlocked in Palace of Darkness, but that has our ice rod.
Ooh.
So 2 of the 3 Pendant Dungeons have required items.
Both of them rods so far, hilariously enough.
You know what? I want the trifecta to be complete. I want Moth. I want Moth in some way, shape, or form to have flippers, be it on himself, on Sir Hasala, or on the pedestal. Let's go.
Well, Pod is the green pendant, so...
That's what I mean. I wanted it to be somewhere behind Mothula, be it on himself or on that pendant. Big chest checked, only some money. There's our big key for Palace of Darkness. Freddeh is in Turtle Rock. He's doing a little bit of an early dive.
Hasn't really paid off so far, but we haven't gotten to Laser Bridge yet. We know that's where all the goods are.
Ooh. They're gonna fall. Yeah, Laser Bridge is technically a sequence break here. Let's see if it pays off. Oh, well it did. There's our mirror shield.
I mean, that'll make the rest of Laser Bridge a cakewalk.
Okay, nothing of major note was here. But, something to note, because the mirror shield was on Laser Bridge, they are expected to have either the cape or the Volcano Burn at that point. Because of OKO logic. It's not prevalent in this seed, but it's put into the logic checks for Laser Bridge.
And I think Freddie's heading over to Pod now, too.
Well, he's going to be kicking himself when he finds that ice rod in the first chest.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And yes, while I would agree that TR was a bust, chat.
Oh, interesting. Cane of Burna was in pod as well.
Very nice find.
So pod is just your Turtle Rock starter kit.
Pretty much. No. But the entire eastern area is because we got to get fire rod off of Armos.
And Quake was in Sarazala's house. There's just everything there.
We started with Hammer too, and y'all said the only other thing that wasn't there was the Tiny Mist. Those were French vanilla.
Well, and Moon Pearl, I guess.
That was on the mountain. Close enough. Lamp 2 was actually in that area on the mushroom. You had to turn that in to get it from the witch.
Actually, it looks like Freddy's going over to Quakefish first.
Alright, we'll see that space up. Meanwhile, Cfalcon is heading over to Helmsor King.
I'd say it's a little odd that he's doing this considering he didn't go and fight Armos, but it is Green Pendant. It's a little more exciting. Possibly.
And Freddeh, whatever that item was, I didn't hear it up, so he must have left it behind.
It was 300 rupees, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't need the money. He's already got 900.
It's a pretty rare situation when someone doesn't pick that up, but hey, I mean, if you don't need money, you don't need money. Quakefish can probably just donate it to some sort of charity, I guess.
I just thought of a joke, but it's in bad taste, so I will not say it. I'll tell you about it later.
Now, Cfalcon, with those silver arrows, gonna have no problem with Helmsor King.
Yep, already gone.
It's like he wasn't even there.
Yep, just a pile of explosions now. And a return on your investment. Oh wait, Green Pendant's here? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought Green Pendant was over in Skull Woods. I'm dumb.
It's alright. Happens to all of us.
Yeah,
I
I
am pretty not happy to find that ice rod.
I would not be either.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate Cfalcon doesn't have the mirror here, because he could have mirrored over to Eastern if he wanted, but it's hard to say if he would have wanted to. Not that it's an option anyway right now, until we find those flippers.
Yeah. Those slivers are locking so much of the seed. They're not just required for Swamp. They're actually double required for Swamp. If you think about it.
Well, yeah, because flippers get you mirror, eventually.
Yeah, you need the flippers to get the boots off Zora Ledge, to get the mirror from library, and that gives you access to Swamp. Now, with the flippers, you can also dip ice and actually finish it. I see Cfalcon checking the pyramid. Didn't like what he saw, so he's moving on.
Of course, we're also still missing that flute too. Other than the possibility of needing a medallion, I think it's just flippers and flute for go mode.
Yes and no. Yes, because those are the two items we know we'll need, but Misery Mire might require either Bombos or Ether. And we don't know where those are
Yeah,
yet.
I said other than a possible missing medallion.
Yeah. And there's the blue cane for Freddie. Snake heart! And not happy about it either.
I mean, it sounded like he got a heart refill.
That's what I mean, he got Snake heart. Probably wanted Death Warp.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh. Flute and Spike Cave.
Well, that's an interesting find. That means we can finally see what's at Misery Mire. And it looks like Freddie, or Cfalcon rather, sorry, is going to be going straight to activate that flute, so all rise.
Now, it's interesting that Cfalcon has this advantage of the flute and silvers, but he still hasn't gotten the fire rod yet. Whereas, obviously, Freddie's in the opposite situation.
Alright. And insert your respective rhyme here for the Swag Duck. Cfalcon is most definitely going to be checking Misery Mire.
I don't blame him at this point. It's a good knowledge check to know what that medallion is.
You started with the desert, though, checking Agina. If Agina had flippers, that means we could have had Mirror this whole time. And boots. What a twist that would have been.
Alas, just an arrow booster.
And Cfalcon is saving and quitting. Most likely to set up another mirror, another flute to 6.
Oh, I think Freddie's heading over to Spike Cave as well.
Smart play. Alright. Cfalcon is in Mire. The medallion here is going to be important. It is ether. It's vanilla. Vanilla medallions, folks.
Always a good time.
And there's our... That's our first bottle?
All right, we don't have any of those, do we?
I missed the second chest for Cfalcon, though, in Meyer Shed. But Freddie does have the flute and is not happy. I do not blame him.
Has been waiting a long time.
Alright, Sikid, what do you got for us? Here it is. 20 rupees!
What a joyous day.
Someone's asking where Fire Rod was. Armos Knights. And it's like the blue pendant.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like, short of gambling on Pedestal, Falcon's not going back there until he's out of locations to check. Which is real unfortunate.
Oh my goodness.
Doing that mirrorless blacksmith check. Always a fun time.
And it's a heart container. Alright. There's the kid check for Freddie.
And yet again, despite everything, it seems like both runners are doing the same things again.
Oh, looks like Freddie will be getting his silver arrows.
I mean, this is as good a time as any to check this.
And no, folks, Sora has not been checked at all. And this is like Purple has did nothing either. Carlito, the silver arrows are actually AG, and it can stand for a couple things. I believe silver is AG on the periodic table, and also it also can stand for anti-Ganon.
I've not heard that one. That's pretty good.
I'm actually not sure about that periodic table one. I just know anti-Ganon makes.
I'm pretty
sense.
sure that is correct, though. Yeah. Cfalcon gambling on Fire Rodless T-Rock?
You know, he's not going to get far. Eventually, he's going to run out of locations and check either a location we haven't seen yet, which is Zora. And I think just that. Or he's going to turn... I think, no, he already turned his green pendant. Did he?
I don't believe he's been over there, but he might go there on the way to Eastern. Which, given how many places he has left to check, I'm assuming that's going to be soon. Freddeh heading back to Pod, though. I suppose that makes sense. He doesn't have a lot of places left to check either.
Yeah. I mean, it is green pendant that he's going for here, so it makes the most sense.
You know, something that just occurred to me.
Oh boy.
If they wanted to, they could just go mode Ice Palace at any time. Because there's not going to be anything of importance in there.
You're right, actually. Except for one thing. The Ether Medallion might be in there.
Right. Well, I was almost correct.
Now, it'll be perfectly fine if they go mode the dungeon, but without the flippers... Flippers might be our go mode item. And what a call I made if I called that, by the way, because I believe I said at the start of the cast that I predicted that flippers would be our troll item today, and oh boy, is it actually living up to that. I could call it or what?
I mean, to be fair, I also called a missing medallion.
Yeah, I guess we're both right. Let's see which one lasts longer. Anyway, Freddeh's looking to finish up Palace of Darkness here. Cfalcon looks to be on the way to turn in the green pendant. And it's a green potion!
Green pendant, green potion. Makes sense.
Okay. So now there can only be 2 realistic locations for the flippers to show up. It's either at Zora Vanilla, or it's at Pedestal. There is the third option to which it's on Moth, but it might as well be Pedestal at that point, considering both runners will have green and blue pendants here in just a moment. Yeah, it's going to be most likely a blind pull of Pedestal. And they can't even mirror. Because the boots lock the mirror, that being at library, and the boots are flipper locked because they're at Zora Ledge. And that's really the only advantage Cfalcon has left is that knowledge. Freddeh has not been up to Zora's domain.
That's true. I hadn't even thought of that.
I think this is actually going to be the first pet seed I've called this tournament now that I think about it. If it's going to be Pedestal.
Yeah, I haven't had a ped seed either. Cfalcon having a little bit of trouble with this Igor.
And no, we are not going to be seeing Desert Palace is dipped there, Raziel. No mirror and no book.
I'm curious where Freddie's gonna go, but to be honest, I have a feeling Cfalcon is gonna take his fire rod straight to the moth.
I think Freddeh will be going north to check for Vanilla Zora. Or Flute to 8. No, I think Freddie's going straight to the moth too. They might both be gambling on a blind pedestal pull here.
I mean, it's basically a 50-50 shot. The odds are in the favor of going to moth at this point.
Yeah, especially considering there's still one item left in Skullwoods. Which has been fire unlocked, I believe.
Oh no, Cfalcon heading over to Turtle Rock, actually.
Ooh. Ooh, wait a minute.
That's right, he can kill Trinex.
Do we have all 5 items out of Turtle Rock? I haven't been able to keep count.
I missed counting, honestly. I mean, either way, he can complete it for a crystal.
This just got interesting. I like it. Slivers might be with Trinex. We know that this can't be anywhere else in the dungeon. The Slivers cannot be locked in Mimic Cave because that causes an endless loop of locks. Because we have boots locked by mirror, which is locked by and the boots are locked by flippers. If flippers are in Mimic Cave, that means they're locked by the mirror. And that's just an endless lock loop.
I hate to be that guy, but Ether could be in Mimic Cave.
That is a possibility, on the other hand. Flippers cannot. And down goes Mothula. Mothula has a bomb booster!
Oh no.
It's Ped, it's Zora, or it's Trinex. Folks, stay tuned. This is going to get real exciting.
These are probably the 3 worst locations for flippers in this case.
And he has to save it quick because he doesn't get the mirror. You can't pull up head. He has to mirror. I hear... Alright, he's fluting. Fluting the 3. Here we go, folks!
Oh, baby. Blind ped pull.
Let's see some Pet Hive in chat. Ladies and gentlemen, the pedestal has been pulled by Freddeh. And I missed what it was, but he's bombing.
It was the cape.
The magic
Didn't we
cave.
check Bumper Cave?
Did we check Bumper Cave? I don't think we did. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have on pedestal is the camouflage cape.
Almost certainly Freddy's checking that now.
Yep, and I don't blame him. I don't think we have checked Bumper Cave at all. Oh my goodness, what a chain that would be. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Bumper Cave has a bomb booster pad. Was not required at all?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, what is this scene? Oh.
That leaves Zora and maybe Trinex?
I don't know anymore. My brain's broken.
Looks like Freddy's gambling Zora.
If it's not Zora, then it's Turtle Rock, but at least Freddy will have a small advantage there in time. And if it is Zora, he'll know that it's, he'll know for without a doubt that it's where the boots are, because he'll pick them up along the way. So it'll be Ether and go. And he gets the realization that boots are on Zora Ledge. Alright, folks. We put him off long enough. The scam artist himself, King Zora.
The biggest scam of all was ignoring him. Or was it?
We could have had this since the beginning of the game when we found those gloves. It's 50 It's on Trinex!
It's on Trinex!
Cfalcon is suddenly in the lead!
That is huge!
And if it's not here, where the heck is it?
I don't think there's anywhere left. It has to be Trinex.
Yeah, Trinex is progression. That much is obvious, but is it direct or indirect? Oh my goodness. Agina has been checked. Everywhere else has been checked. The only thing... If this is not Flippers directly, or the Ether Medallion, then it's something that will lead to one of those two items, if not both. Okay. With all of his magic, Cfalcon has got through phase 1 of Trinex.
Just enough magic. I don't know if they have a green potion.
He
did. They do,
because
he turned in green pendant, right?
Yeah. It got melted down. Alright. Dancing with the snake.
I thought he was a turtle.
Well, it's a snake in this form, so let's be real. But that was a very excellent dance. He has no legs. Alright, anyway. There they are, the Flippers!
Flippers!
Oh my goodness, and suddenly Cfalcon is in the lead. For sure. We'll get the boots.
I wouldn't say that just yet. We're still
missing an item, I know. We're still missing Ether for Go mode. So now the question is, where is that?
Well, Flipper's boots and mirror unlock pretty much everything else but Meyer, so...
Oh my goodness. And
straight to Ice Palace.
No, he's using the warp.
Oh, right, the warp. I got excited, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he wants those boots and he wants that mirror. And then we'll most likely combine his... Ooh. I see a logic play here. He goes to swamp. He goes to ice. He then mirrors, flutes to 6, does desert, and if he doesn't find ether by then, checks his mirror locations.
Oh yeah, no reason not.
Yeah, he might as well just blast through the remaining dungeons he can unlock with that mirror.
Like, honestly, I feel like both runners are gonna feel incredibly behind finding those flippers.
No doubt.
It's just ironic that they're actually still fairly close.
Yeah, the advantage is to Cfalcon at this point. And I expect him to do his boost checks right here before he gets the mirror. King's Tomb, Bonk Rock, let's go. Bonks it open.
Ether!
There it is!
That's go mode!
Cfalcon is in go mode. He just needs to go get the mirror. And he knows exactly where it is.
So hey, we were both right. Kinda.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. There's the mirror.
Freddie about to get his flippers. Gonna be real excited, no doubt.
Buying his potions now. Including the 6. And you know what? He's going to be able to go mode swamp. He's going to be able to go mode ice. This is like the dream go mode. And Freddie is bombing Turtle Rock. He wants to level that place.
I mean,
and
who doesn't at this point?
Yeah, I do not blame him. Ooh. Now here's a question I want to ask you. Game guy. Do these runners check more chests than they need to?
That is true. They're still running Master Sword. Finding Tempered would be very nice.
Yeah, I've already commented a race that actually a difference between Master and Tempered Sword was the way the seed went.
I mean, there's a few easy chests along the way that you could check. I don't think they're going to be going out of their way for anything that takes more than, like, 30 seconds, give or take. And even that's kind of pushing it.
They might end up having to full clear Mire, depending on where the big key is. So if the sword was show up anywhere, it's there. And maybe they can find it before they get the big cheesy big key, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I could see them checking the 2 chests that were under the water and swamp in the back half. That's not too far out of the way. There's 2 chests, so...
Alright, so here we go with Lamolas for Cfalcon.
Lenmolo's not cooperating.
Nope. Looks like it will be a 3-cycle.
Classic Fire Rod strat, still make it nice and easy, though.
And, someone is new here. Well, thanks for tuning in. We are actually about to finish up this race. Cfalcon has all the items he needs to finish this seed in particular, and is moving on to go to Misery Mire. Meanwhile, Freddeh does not have...
Ooh. He didn't check Bonk Rocks, or King's Tomb. Well, either, really.
That's huge. Yeah, folks. The difference between Mastered and Tempered is actually fairly significant. It just makes your bosses that much faster. Enemies that are normally take 2 slashes to kill, take 1. The Lionel's up top, you can actually dash through safely. And of course, the most biggest difference is that you don't have to do spin attacks against Ganon.
Yeah, despite being the Blade of Evil's Bane, not very good against Ganon by itself.
It needs to be honed a little bit. Small key to start us off Misery Mire.
Oh, hey, Bombos. That'll be helpful in Ice Palace, I guess.
Yeah. You don't have half magics, that works. There's the big key.
Gonna use the warp, and he's on his way.
All right. The Warhunters are clearing dungeons at this point. Freddeh, though, is lacking the Ether Medallion once again.
Yeah, and while he's clearing dungeons, he's not going to be go-moding them until he decides to check King's Tomb.
And you know what? While we got this race pretty much on autopilot, I'm going to go ahead and clean my glasses. Make sure I don't miss anything else. This has been kind of rough for me tonight.
Yeah. I'm still mystified by E3, so let's go with that.
Yeah, I don't want to go off topic here, but yeah. Might be a little bit hyped from that earlier today. That's all I'll say in that regard.
Onward to kill the giant eyeball. Silver arrows.
Well,
easy as pie.
Yeah, blink and you'll miss it. Vitreous goes down fairly quickly to silver arrows. Probably why they're locked behind him normally in the vanilla game. Those silver arrows do 100 damage. And Vitreous is a tanky boy. He has 128 health.
The only arrow-weak enemy in the game to take 2. And
Freddeh?
Yeah, Freddie's contemplating here, I guess.
He's gonna start checking mirror locations.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to go to Swamp and Ice, which I don't blame him.
What a turnabout this seat has been, by the way. It looked
Oh,
like
yeah.
It looked like Freddie was in the driver's seat when he grabbed the fire rod, and Cfalcon decided not to grab it. But in doing so, Cfalcon was incentivized to check the Palace of Darkness would have the ice rod. And then when Cfalcon eventually went to do Turtle Rock, he found the flippers on Trinex, and at that point, Freddie had exhausted all other locations, so Cfalcon ran away with it. And then Cfalcon used his boots to check his boots locations before going to get the mirror. That led him to Ether, which gave him go mode. Freddie, on the other hand, went straight for the mirror, has no idea where that Ether medallion is.
Yeah, ironically, Cfalcon skipping that fire rod actually helped him more than it hurt him. Looks like Freddie is opting to check Mimic Cave.
That's going to be a little bit of a time sink, but who knows? Maybe we'll find Half Magic there and I'll help him out a bit, but what a comeback for Cap. I almost called him Captain Falcon.
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah, I wouldn't be wrong. That's the impression I got from his username to begin with, to be perfectly honest. But anyway.
Ah, yes. Go mode Swamp. Don't even need to bother with left or downward.
All you care about is going straight to get another eyeball boss.
There sure seems to be a lot of those.
Yeah, this is another place where the Temperance versus Master would come into play. Just being able to knock away the puffs in one swipe of your sword, of your Temperance sword. It's kind of actually why in the NMG run, we saved this dungeon for, I think, next to last. Is because we route in to get the Temperance sword first.
Cfalcon not checking those chests down south, though.
Well, if any chest is going to check, it's this one right here.
Well, yeah, that one's certainly the quickest, but the other two aren't that far out of the way. Again, it could be just him feeling like he's very behind at this point.
I don't blame him. Only arrows in Mimic Cave. Ouch.
That's gotta sting.
I can't help but feel for poor Freddie.
Well, good news for Freddie. I think he's going to go check Graveyard Ledge, and that puts him right near King's Tomb, so...
Yeah, hopefully his tilt doesn't require him to leave it behind. He might also check Bonk Rocks too, which could give him a Tempered Sword. Once again, that Tempered versus Master might come into play, but at this point, he's just a little too far behind for that to really matter that much.
Stranger things have happened, I suppose.
Yeah, actually it has. I recall one of the bracket races, someone had a 10-minute lead and just burnt it. Only 5 rubies at Bonk Rocks.
One
And with
dungeon
that-
left for Cfalcon, and it's everyone's favorite.
Ice Palace. But with a little bit of a bomb jump, it can be quick and painless. Don't have to look for that big key. Just go straight down.
Nothing but a heart and graveyard ledge.
And he's not picking that up. And Cfalcon is on his way to the final dungeon boss he needs to fight. Freddeh has arrived at King's Tomb. He is not going to be happy. He has his bombs out. There he is. He's in go mode. But it is 3 dungeons to 1. Freddeh has so much ground to make up. And after checking every last location he possibly could have, except for maybe the Cave south of Grove, he's got to be feeling like he is extremely behind.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Running around the entire world, not finding what you're looking for until the last minute.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, I'm sure we've all been there.
I mean, I didn't enter the tournament for a reason. I can't even get sub 2 consistently. So yeah, the story for those just tuning in, Freddeh was having trouble finding those flippers. Cfalcon as well. Cfalcon went to Trinex with the ice rod that he found first. He did not have the double dip turtle rock. Freddeh did, but decided to check pedestal first, and as long with Zora. But Trinex had the flippers, and that's what's caused this big lead. Did you see here, folks?
To his credit, Pedestal was higher odds at that point.
Yeah, it was. All right. Bombs to crack on the ice. Interesting little fun fact here. As you start spinning for the casting animation, that you can switch to the fire rod.
Yeah, real nice little time save there.
All right. Out of magic.
I think he's got 2 blue potions. He's fine. Provided he remembers to use them if he needs. Which he doesn't.
All right. And with that, Cold Stare goes down. Just has a map on him. And with that, we have our 7th crystal. And, well, you sound like with your namesake there, my fellow co-com. You seem to be one who likes games.
You could say that might be true.
Shall I explain it for us? This one?
Why not?
Alright, folks. Game's already started in chat, as I can see. But let me go ahead and explain to you. We have 22 chests in Gannis Tower's basement. One of them has the big key we need to finish this seed. Give us the number in chat and tell us which number you think it is. And if you are a supporter to the Speed Gaming Network, be it through 250 bits cumulative or a subscription here, you're eligible to be captured have your name idol.
There's a leaderboard.
Yeah, there's a leaderboard. I was trying to make it and a little bit better there, but I kind of slipped. Really, really having an off day, apparently. Jeez.
Yeah, it's fine.
I thought I fixed that. Oh well.
Well, see, the problem here is you wiped your glasses, but you didn't clean out your mouth.
Or get the banana centimeters or something. I don't know. It's late, all right. Well, give me that much.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm no stranger to tongue twisting.
All right, we're gonna close the game when we see Cfalcon enter the tower.
So where do you think the big key will be?
I want to be a Jet Seed after that flipper mishap. But nope.
Not going right today.
Yeah, Caleb has what the numbers represent. We're playing a guessing game. There's item number 3. That is the small key. Rip Bob. Chests 4, 5, 6, and 7 are coming up. Chest 4. There it is!
Oh yeah.
He's gonna check these remaining chests just in case there's a tempered sword. There is not.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm sure Bob's fine.
Alright. So, who was it that got close? Who was the summer supporter that got close? Let's find out. It was Carlito NSP. Congratulations, sir. Let's go ahead and get you saved to that leaderboard. And there you can see all the people who have guessed correctly. Currently, the top guesser is Alpha Channel at 11 correct guesses for this tournament. Very impressive. Oh, and Carlito's up there too at 6. Very nice.
Got lots of good guessers here.
Lots of good guessers. Alright, Ice Power Spawn Jump being intended by Freddeh.
That hole is very clingy.
Alright, the gauntlet. Bunches his axe and stuff was on conveyor belts and ice.
And with Master Sword, some of these enemies are going to be a little bit more tricky to take down.
Now, I want to point something out here that's actually kind of interesting. You'll notice that it took 2 shots to kill the one Zizak, but it only took 1 hit to kill the other one. That's because he actually pushed him into the spikes, and the spikes killed that Zizak.
There's always an interesting little mechanic that you can push enemies into spikes like that.
Yeah, it's helpful in particularly if you're trying to get a key from the Gibdo on the way to Moth. You just push him into the spikes there if you don't have a good means of damaging him.
I believe that mechanic is also the cause of Moth itself being a little buggy.
Yeah, being immune to spike damage mainly. And through the gauntlet is Cfalcon at 150.
I've always just kind of referred to the entire climb as the gauntlet, but yeah, that is the more combat-focused section of it.
Yeah, this is the fun part where you get to do that.
I love me some Canis Maria strats.
Yeah. If there's any one strat to start learning, it's that. Just learning how to do execution. That is a great exercise, just making sure you can get that room in one cycle.
Oh yeah, Ganon's Tower, for the most part, is all just learning the execution, and is by the time you get there in Randomizer, you're likely to have the same loadout every time, or at least close to it.
Indeed, indeed. Ooh, missing a shot there, but he's fine. There is a magic refill coming up.
Got a surplus of keys, don't even need to worry about killing a Helmasaur there.
Yeah, he's looking mainly for a sword, I think. Sword or half magic to make this fight easier. Gonna sprinkle some powder here. This is why you leave the spikes up in the Igor room to set that up. And there's our 10 bomb booster. And Freddie is entering his final dungeon, Swamp Palace, but we have more than 2 here. A little bit of an awkward arena here, as you can see. 3 spins will do it. 2. Try to chase.
And down he goes regardless.
Now, will Cfalcon loot Moldorm's last possession? He will, and it's a red item, but it's not a red sword.
Yeah, don't think you're going to be getting much mileage out of that one.
Alright, so now it's time to fight someone we didn't need to fight at the beginning of this game. It's time for Aghanim 2. 6
Who's ready
hits.
for some geometry.
Yep. 6 hits, and you can reflect not just his shot, but also his clone shots at him. And that looks like a single. I'm not sure if that was a double in the first hit.
It might have been a triple. I don't know if...
No, it was a triple. There it goes. And
real nice.
with Aghanim 2 down, it is now time to fight the pig. Master Sword Ganon. One of the hardest fights you can do. It is possible, though. You need to spin attack Ganon 12 times in phase 1 and 2. Spins are the only way you can progress the phases.
At least he has silver arrows to make the last bit easy.
Yes. Phase 3, he's going to have to do spin attacks to get him to break the floor. And in phase 4, he will have to keep a torch lit and then stun him with a spin. After which he can let loose silver arrows. 4 silver arrows, so it's in total, will be enough. And throughout this entire fight, he will be getting knocked back by his spin, so he has to be careful of his positioning. He could easily fall during this fight and have to start it all over again.
As I recall, he still has 2 blue potions, though, so,
Yeah, magic is not an issue. It's mainly an endurance battle at this point. On to phase 2.
yeah, it's real unfortunate he didn't pick up the cape, because he could have made use out of it here.
Well, the cave was at Penn, remember?
Well, yeah, I know. There's a reason he didn't pick up cape.
Now, this is nice. He's getting double hits in on Ganon, which will speed up his second phase considerably. But he still has his trident, so he's still in phase 2. You'll know when he's in phase 3 if he teleports and does not have his trident. And he's taking a beating here. He's going to drink a potion for health.
Yeah, Master Sword Ganon doesn't play around.
Yeah. You may think I'm exaggerating, but no, this is a legitimately hard fight to do this with as low a level of sword as you can. It's doable, but very difficult. Alright. Phase 3 started.
Using his last potion, but he should be fine by this point.
Yeah. Oh, the fire bat tripped him up and made him lose his spin charge. And then he just poked him in the belly with a sword. That's not going to get him to advance.
That just tickles.
And this is the main reason why even NMG runners go out of the way to get the Tempered Sword. Just to being able to slash Ganon instead of spin saves so much time.
You know, speaking of saving time, I noticed Freddeh found Tempered Sword in Swamp.
Nice! It must have been in one of those chests we missed. Alright. There's 2 hits. There's the 3rd hit nailed. And there it is. A very nice Master Sword Ganon for Cfalcon, who is the winner of this first race.
Very nice indeed.
And GG to him. We'll get you an official time here. He is finished with an official SR TV time of 1:56:44. All right. And folks, I want to remind you real quick that this is a back-to-back race. So we are going to withhold interviews at this time. So Freddeh will now be going up GT himself. Checking right side first, getting the same 2 items. We know that it's chest number 4. You will have a little bit of a faster Ganon fight.
Much faster gauntlet, too.
That's right. So, seeing as this is just the same thing, why don't we just go ahead and talk amongst ourselves about how this seed was for us? This seed was a nightmare.
Yeah, a little bit. It's easily one of the worst I've commentated, so...
Yeah, that was up there as one of the worst seeds I've ever done. In terms of commentating. There's the big heap for Freddeh, bonking the chest for good measure. Yeah. I don't think either runner is going to want to remember the seed. They want to burn it in the trash. And honestly, I don't blame them. I would have done the exact same thing.
Finish the seed, immediately shift to delete.
Yes. So yes, folks, I'm just going to mention this real quick to you here. Make sure to stay tuned here, as we are going to have a second race between these 2 runners right here on SG3. Coming up for you once we get this race done and over with. Freddeh is now beginning his trip up to the gauntlet. Setting up the Igors so that he can get a full heal later on. Just before Moldorm. And using pot strats here. Now, this Dolphin's Room is something I actually just straight up use Ether on myself.
Yeah. The Stalfos are annoying.
Yeah, and Ether is fast. It's the fastest one of the medallions to use. And
they're one of the few enemies that don't freeze to Ether. They just straight up die.
Yep. And there it is, the camouflage cape. The one item Cfalcon did not pick up. We never saw our book. We never saw our gold sword. We never saw the net. And we never saw our other 2 bottles. A shame that. Oh well.
Never saw the butter sword either.
Yep. If I had to guess, the butter sword somewhere in GT. Just deeper in. Alright, Freddy's out of the gauntlet. Lambolas have been defeated. Now it's time for the fun part, the Wizard Rooms.
They just lay down and die. In 4 directions. Well, 3, I guess.
Slight misplaced of the block there, but gets it on the second pass. That one's the trickier one of the 2 Wizard Rooms. The first one's easy every time.
Yeah, you pretty much just walk forward and that's it.
Alright, so... real quick here, I'm going to go ahead and mention a couple of the races here as we're getting wrapped up with GT. Once again, coming up here in just a little bit, we do have the rematch between these 2 for Game 2. And, going on right now on Speed Gaming 5. The match is almost done, I would say. Actually, it might be done. Yeah, we're gonna see if it's done. Never mind. So yeah, this one is the last race of the night, folks. Bombing Moldar's last possession. Really being rude to that to him. That were
Well, that Helmosaur didn't see that coming.
Nope.
I sure didn't either. Yeah, being very rude to that red ring.
Yeah, so there is another race after this one, as stated by Zelnus, who will actually be your will be on commentary for that one. There's a nice triple there.
Very nice triple.
And with that, Freddy's turn to fight the pig. Tempered Sword is a much different story. Instead of 12 spins per phase, it's 12 slashes. So it'll go by a little bit faster.
Significantly faster, I would think.
Yes, this is the main reason why you go get Tempered Sword, if you can. Master Sword, it's possible, but it's slow. But sometimes, taking the extra time to look from Tempered Sword might be slower.
Already on to phase 2.
Yep.
Quite the difference here.
And already on phase 3. All right. Nice double. There we go. And yeah, I have to agree with you in chat there. You're on Civil Harmony. I really hope this next seed is kinder. And GG to Freddeh, who has finished with an official SR TV time of 2 hours, 6 minutes, 3 seconds. Thanks for playing. Yeah, I don't think Freddie's going to take too kindly to that.
Yeah, if he could bomb here, he probably would.
Yeah. So once again, folks, stay tuned. We're going to get you a fresh set of commentators, a fresh tracker, and we're going to bring you Game 2 of Freddeh versus Cfalcon. So real quick, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and give a quick shout-out to Drossi here, who was our tracker, doing an excellent job. Make sure to give him a follow. But Game Guy by Cocom did an excellent job as well. Give him a follow.
Oh, and certainly, feel free to give Wolflink a follow as well.
Yes. So we're gonna be up. So yeah, I've run out of stuff to say at this point.
Bad seed, moving on.
Bad seed, moving on. Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, this seed was actually relatively, well, trolly, I would say. Hey, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, being able to see two key items, but not able to get them, especially considering one led to the other.
Yeah, and then
the item that unlocked both of them being in one of the worst places it could be.
Yeah. It really came down to pedestal. It really came down to pedestal, little Trinex, or Vanilla Zora, and it was just there. The seed started out fine.
I mean, almost all of them do.
I mean, we had a very strong start with a hammer. We had a pretty easy early Darkwood access. It was just those flippers that really brought the seed down.
Yeah, and I really do find it funny how we both kind of predicted something semi-correct here. Yours is a little more accurate, but, I mean, flippers did lead to Ether, so...
Alright. Yeah, I've said my piece on this seed, I think. So once again, folks, make sure to give us here in the commentary booth a follow. So we will have a fresh set of commentators and trackers for you here in just a few moments. But from us here in the commentary booth, I've been Wolflink0670.
I've been Game Guy 888.
And we'll see you next time. Enjoy your Game 2. Should be a good one.
Peace.